Hey guys, Austin the Money here. Happy Saturday. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. Today we're going to talk about should we be worried about NVDA and what is our game plan going on with NVIDIA during this AI crash. So NVIDIA had a crazy intraday sell-off for starters. We went up from up 2.5% to down over 4%, including the after hours. So Monday is probably going to be brutal if I had to take a guess. I imagine we're going to have a red day on Monday. But this is all based off of DeepSeek, which is a Chinese AI company, right? AI is still in the very early stages. So just because China came out with something that is a little bit better than what America has right now, that doesn't mean in 6 months we could come out with something 10 times better. You know what I mean? Like, this is a very short-term bearish catalyst, which does not bother me at all, okay? Unless this starts affecting NVIDIA's earnings and unless they are predicting for way slower growth than they're kind of priced at right now, then maybe you can adjust your positioning size or any of that, right? But NVIDIA is still, even for 2026, they are predicted to have, I think it's 51% EPS growth and 52% revenue growth, which is absolutely insane. So even if they're trading at a 52 PE ratio, that is still a 1.0 peg, which anything under a 1 or under is amazingly priced, like amazingly great. And anything, I'd say like a 1.5 or under is what you want to shoot for peg ratio. So I like going for stocks when the growth is equal to the PE ratio or the PE ratio is lower. That is a great company priced, in my opinion. But this entire catalyst is very short term because technology is changing every year, okay? Next year, we'll probably look back at this day like, wow, I remember this day. DeepSeek crashed NVIDIA by 17%, and now it's fully recovered back at all-time highs. I mean, do we really think NVIDIA is never going to go back to all-time highs? Is that what we think? Like, yeah, my portfolio is probably going to go down. I think from the top of today, I was at 36,000. Here, let me check. From the peak of today, I was at a little over 36,000. Now I'm at 33.5. Does that suck? Of course. But it's just short-term and temporary, right? NVIDIA is still a $3 trillion company or very close to it. And NVIDIA is not going anywhere. They use their chips for everything. So I understand a lot of you guys were saying, like, you know, hope you sold before Monday. Hope you sold by Friday midday. I'm not that kind of, I'm not going to sell, right? I've got my cover calls at 135 and I got a $500 credit. I think I did a few rolls, so it's definitely hard to know exactly how much I got, but total over $1,000 of premium, okay? And these are 135, so these are $9 above my average cost. And if NVIDIA stays under 135, I'm going to collect $1,000 of premium. And then I also have these 109 puts, which if these expire, I also got about $500 each for this, so it's another $1,000. And if these expire in the money, then I would bring my average cost down and own more shares. So basically what I'm trying to get at is technology is changing every year, maybe even every 6 to 9 months. I mean, so I would not be too worried about this, right? What did Warren Buffett say, right? Let's go to the great Warren Buffett. Be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. I think it's safe to say that people are pretty fearful of NVIDIA right now, right? All because of this DeepSeek AI. People are pretty fearful right now. So what would Warren Buffett do when people are fearful? He would probably start dollar cost averaging into the company, right? So I'm not saying buy NVIDIA, but I'm just saying if you're a true investor, you should not be worried about this short-term bearish catalyst, okay? We are still in the very early stages of AI. AI has so much room to grow. I mean, it's easily predicted to be the best sector for the next 5 to 10 years. okay? Easily predicted to be the best sector. So, me personally, I'm not worried. Yeah, my account might drop a little bit. It's going to suck. We might get to the 20s. You know, it is what it is. But a year from now, 2 years from now, you know, I'm hoping to be at like 50K. So I'm hoping NVIDIA is going to be back at all-time highs, which in 2 years, I have no doubt in my mind that we will have popped back above 150 at some point. Absolutely zero doubt in my mind. And yeah, I mean, just, you know, very short-term catalyst. I mean, how do you think people were feeling in '08 during the financial crisis? People were probably freaking out. And looking back on it, that was an amazing buying opportunity. Same thing with COVID. COVID, 50% crash. People freaking out. They had no idea. America was literally closing down. America closed down. And guess what that turned out to be? A great buying opportunity. So could NVIDIA keep falling? Yes, of course it could keep falling. I think it could probably go to 110, 105, 100. But what is it going to look like 2, 3, 4 years from now? You're going to be like, man, that was a good buying opportunity. So I'm taking advantage of a $3 trillion company that's 20% down from all-time highs. I think that is a good buying opportunity. It's it's 2025 PE ratio. What is its PE rate? I think it's around 40 right now, which is so cheap for its growth. So right now it says 47. I think it's a little lower than that. I don't have the numbers right now, but 47 PE ratio, and they are growing. 2025, their EPS grew over 80%. 2026, it's going to be over 50% for revenue and 50% for EPS. And we're trading at a 47 PE ratio. And forward earning 2026 PE ratio, we're trading at like a 26, 27. So absolutely insane. I think this stock is still fairly valued for the expected growth. Now, if that changes, then yes, things will change. But as of right now, this has not changed. They do have earnings at the end of the month on the 26th, I believe, which I will be, yes, February 26th, which I will be ecstatic to hear that. I will definitely be tuning into the call and listening to everything. But they are expected to come out with 85 cents. And they have, if you look at the last 4 quarters, they have beat every single time. So, insane. A year ago, looks like they came out with right around like 50 cents, and now they're coming out with 85 cents. So, that's great. Great growth in NVIDIA. Nothing has changed. Morningstar's fair value sits at 130 right now, which is still, the price is under that fair value as well. So, I'm not too worried, guys. I would say, if I had to take a guess, you know, what are we in, February? I would say probably the next month will be kind of rocky, especially until earnings. And then from earnings, I mean, that's really going to play the field for NVIDIA. So hopefully NVIDIA has great forward looking and everything like that. I'm sure they're going to speak about DeepSeek as well in that earnings call. So we'll be able to get a lot more info on it and what they plan to do to basically beat it. But yeah, guys, that's the video. You know, if you're a long-term investor, I would not be worried about this at all. Just don't look at your account for just don't look at your account for like a month or two if you're really that worried about it. Delete the app, re-download it in a few months, and yeah, you'll be glad you did. But that's it, guys. The Duke versus UNC game starts in about 20 minutes. I am super pumped to watch that. My Tar Heels are absolute dog water this season. But if we could beat Duke, that would be awesome. So I will be watching that game here in about 20 minutes. Hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend and a great next week in trading and a great year of 2025. Peace.